Hello everyone, my name is Derek and welcome to Gear on the Go. In this video, we're taking a look at SHOWKOO's travel duffel in detail. We're going to go over its features and design. I'm going to show an example loadout. We're going to discuss some pros and cons towards the end. So stick around if you want to see that, and let's get started. Alright, let's start off by taking a look at the unboxing experience of the duffel. So it comes in just a standard box, so if you'll put it up here. SHOWKOO does have it in their own labeled packaging. It's all flattened out and all that good stuff. So let's open it up and take a look at the duffel bag. So once you break the top tape, just open up like so. Inside here it is wrapped once again. Alright, after another plastic bag, now we have the duffel bag. So it has a SHOWKOO label, as well as the customer service contact information. So now let's go over the exterior of the duffel bag. The duffel bag is currently available in 4 different colors. It comes in army green, which is what I have here. It also comes in coffee, dark gray, and khaki. So as far as the materials and colors, this is a high density cotton canvas, and it has high quality leather accents on the exterior as well as on the zipper pulls and tabs. Additionally, it does have some silver hardware. So you can see here, like with the clasps as well as the zipper pulls, that kind of thing. So as far as the measurements of the duffel, it's going to be 21.65 inches across, 11.81 inches tall, and 11.81 inches deep as well. Something to note with the duffel bag is with these 2 expansion zippers, it could go out to 25.59 inches long, so you can fit a little bit more stuff inside the duffel bag. Alright, so let's take a look at kind of the exterior features of the duffel bag. So on the very top, you do have the 2 different carrying options. You do have the shoulder strap. This is lightly padded. It does have that silver hardware. It is adjustable. It's easily detachable with these 2 clasps. So you got one here. It'll just clasp onto either side. Nice thing too about the reinforcements here, they are box stitched, so they'll be nice and secure, nice and strong. As far as the grab handle, this is also padded. It just velcros open, it'll flay out. Then again, this is also box stitched here for a nice, strong, secure grip. So if we look at the side of the duffel, this is the shoe compartment. Nice thing is it does have a couple of vent holes here. On the inside you have this nice water resistant material if your shoes are wet. It allows for any smells to escape out of the drain holes, that kind of thing. And the shoe compartment could hold fairly large size shoes. In this clip I do have size 10.5 HOKAs. They're running shoes, a little bit wider. So if we continue on the top here, we do have this external compartment right here. This would be good for flatter items. For example, like a quick access tablet sleeve, that kind of thing. So I have an iPad Pro. This is a 12.9 inch model. A little tough to get in there. And it's just a little bit too short with the Apple Pencil on top. I might be able to squeeze it in there, but it's gonna be a pretty tight fit. If you have something like an iPad mini or maybe an iPad 11 inch, that'd be a lot easier for you. Then while we're back here, we do also have the luggage pass-through handle. This is just made from nylon. Again, it's box stitched, gonna be nice and secure to your luggage if you put it on top. And then if we look at the other side, we do have this Velcro stash pocket here. This does have a couple of divider sleeves inside for quick access things, so you could put a water bottle, that kind of thing in there. Additionally, on the side, we do have another pocket here. Just a flatter pocket. No sort of organization or anything in there. Unfortunately for me, on my duffel bag, this zipper is not working the best. So I might reach out to SHOWKOO to see if they could get it replaced or fixed. It just does not want to close right. So that could be an issue with the zipper quality. Just something to point out. Your mileage may vary. So additionally, all throughout the duffel bag, you do have these kind of leather pull tabs with the silver hardware for the zippers. So on either side, you do have the expansion capability. You just unzip this all the way. It goes all the way to the duffel, all the way around the duffel. So once you get that going, be able to expand it out lengthwise, get 1.5 inches more space, that kind of stuff. So if you look at the front of the duffel bag, we do have this quick access compartment here. This will open up, partially clamshell open. Has a couple divider sleeves in here for smaller items. And then on the exterior, you do have the ID compartment if you want to put your luggage tag there. So for the ID area, just for size reference, this is the size of a credit card. It's a little bit smaller than that, so if you have some sort of luggage tag that you already have filled out, you might need to cut the ends for it to fit squarely in, unless you just want to put it in vertically. That's kind of how it would look like. So on the bottom of the duffel, you do have these 4 different feet. If you're on a flat surface, like a harder flat surface, this will elevate the duffel a little bit, so this isn't completely touching the ground. Or if you're on a softer surface, this will give you a little bit of grip. That way, if you're loading the duffel up, it won't slide around everywhere. Now, if we look at the internal features of the duffel, so if we open up the main compartment, not a whole lot going on in here. There is a bottom support pad that is foldable. So if you wanted to store this away, you can fold the duffel up nice and flat. Otherwise, this gives you a strong, sturdy base to put your stuff on. That way it's not completely folding in on itself. So on this side over here, we do have the shoe compartment. So when you have shoes in here, this can eat up quite a bit of the space depending on how big your shoes are. So if you're not using the shoe compartment, you can tuck it up here right out of the way. So on the back wall, you do have a tech compartment. So if you have a smaller laptop or an iPad, this can fit in here no problem. They give you a little Velcro stay, that way it's not flopping around everywhere. On the front of the duffel, you have a couple of mesh pockets, help keep smaller items organized. There's nothing on this side. Something to note is every single colorway has this brown interior, so you may or may not like that. All right, so now I'm gonna go over an example loadout of what I would keep in the duffel for a week trip. So in the front compartment, I just keep a couple of nano bags, my wallet, and my phone for going through TSA. Not using the shoe compartment. The side compartment, I'm not going to trust with that zipper, unfortunately. I don't have anything in the quick access pocket. That'd be nice if I'm grabbing a drink at the airport, that kind of thing. So inside the duffel bag, I just packed what I typically take on a week-long business trip. So to start off over here, I have the Air Travel Kit. I have a video up here if you'd like to see more about this pouch. This here is the Step 22 Gear VisiDop. I just have an electric toothbrush in there. Evergood's Cap 2. This is my hotel room tech kit. This is the Step 22 Gear Tenkili Tech Pouch. I use this for my travel CPAP. I have a video up here if you'd like to see that. Topo Designs Packing Cube. Usually use this for workout clothes. In the tech compartment, just have an iPad Pro 12.9 inch. Down here, I just have a little laundry bag I like to bring with me. And then this is perfectly sized for the Peak Designs packing cubes. So I have a medium and small here. The medium size, I have my clothes for the week. And then the small size, I just have my underwear and that kind of stuff. And that's what I would take on a trip with this. So let's go over some of the pros and cons of the duffel bag. So for some of the pros, it's a lightweight 3-pound duffel bag with plenty of thoughtful features and organization within. It's a low-cost duffel bag costing less than $40 at the time of filming this video. Additionally, there's multiple colorways and different stylings. As for the cons, I found 2. I had issues with this particular pocket on my duffel bag. And additionally, the material can really cling onto pet hair if you have pets, so that's just something to keep in mind. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. If you found value in this video, consider dropping a like and subscribing for future travel-related content just like this. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.